Hello guys, how are you doing? My name is Gaston Agbombu. I am a professional digital marketing specialist here in Dubai, the United Arab Emirates. Today I am here to share my experience, share my lifestyle, share my start, share my everything here in Dubai, the United Arab Emirates, how the journey has been so far. So keep watching and discover more. The reason why I like Dubai, and not only Dubai, but the entire United Arab Emirates in particular, it's because it's a country that is open and that gives opportunity for everyone who wants to start up a new career, or who is open to learn new things, and who is open to build their entrepreneurial skills. I am from Cameroon, a country based in Africa, Central Africa. For those who don't know Cameroon is a football-loving country, and for those who love football, you will know about Samuel Eto'o, you know about Roger Milla, and the present goalkeeper now in Inter Milan, Andre Onana. Coming from Cameroon, in Cameroon I studied electrical power system engineering, and after my graduation, it wasn't easy. And so that's why I had to look for a means to relocate here to Dubai, the United Arab Emirates. I came here in Dubai with a tourist visa, with a 3-month tourist visa, and you have to secure your stay here in Dubai. And how to secure your stay is either you look for a job, and if you don't have a job, either you do exit the country or you go for visa change, for those who have the money to do the visa change. So I thank God, and coming here to Dubai, I had to work day and night, to struggle day and night to secure a job. And after 1 month, I was blessed to be employed under a company, and that's how I secured my stay here in Dubai from 2017 till date. And it might sound so easy, but it wasn't that easy, because you had to keep applying for job. You had to get so many rejections. You had to go through hard times, to pay for the bed space, to feed, to pay for transportation, to fill your metro card, and all those things. It wasn't easy, but but God was on my side, and I secured a job. After securing a job, and for people I know a lot of people will say now, okay, wow, it was so easy for you to secure a job. Yes, I got a job, and the pay package was small. Yeah, it was small. And after paying for my accommodation, I can say my bed space, my feeding money, because the job in my first contract here in UAE, my contract it never included my accommodation. There was no accommodation, there was no feeding money in, and there was no transportation, and the salary was way too small. After paying all these things, all these expenses, and maybe we are from Africa, we have a lot of responsibilities back home, taking care of my siblings back home, and I was just left with about 2,000 dirhams, and 200 dirhams. That 200 dirhams, if you convert to my currency back there in Cameroon, was about 30,000 francs. And with that 30,000 francs, can you even save something? No, I don't think I could even save something. And back there in my company, I was working as after sales support engineer. We're dealing with computer accessories, and yeah, it wasn't easy, and the marketing department was so empty. And I was someone who reads a lot online, and I was always reading things talking about whatever I read, they were talking about blogging. I was like, okay, what's blogging? I started reading about blogging. Then that's how I came to know about digital marketing. I was like, okay, we have this company, there is no, we never had a website, we never had a marketing department. I was like, okay. I started studying digital marketing. So I came to realize, to be a digital marketer, you need to know graphic designing, you need to know website development, and you need to know about content and marketing and stuff like that. So I took upon myself to start first, to give me the drive. I took a loan from my company of 3,000 dirhams to study graphic designing. So, after my salary, I was just left with 200 dirhams. So, but I took a loan for 3,000 dirhams to pay the loan for 1 year. So they were deducting the 200 dirhams that was left from my salary for 1 year to cover the money. So that's how it is. So I paid for the graphic designing course. But the way they were teaching me, you here in UAE, when you hear about course, graphic designing is about a course. It's a whole program of itself in the university. It can take you about 2 to 3 years to be a professional graphic designer. But in doing the course, it was it took just I think it was 18 days. So I told my lecturer, no, you know what, I don't think I can attend this course anymore because I'm not understanding anything. The language, they were using this Asian kind of English, this one going here, this one coming here, so I was not understanding anything. And I just told him, okay, give me an assignment just give me an assignment, I'll go home and I study it and I'll come and pass my assignment. Then after, you give me an assessment. If I pass my assessment, you give my certificate. So it was like, okay, no problem. So I went home. I had about 200 dirhams left in my debit card. So I took some courses online on YouTube, started learning about graphic designing. I bought a laptop. All these things, I never had a laptop. I had back then I had an iPhone 5 that my cousin in UK gave me. I was just using it. So to do graphic design, I could not do graphic designing with an iPhone, so I had to bought a laptop for about 300 dirhams. So I bought a laptop and downloaded crack versions of Adobe Photoshop and Adobe Illustrator. Started learning on YouTube. There's a course online called bringyourownlaptop.com. Dansky. I learned a lot of people. They're just following them to learn online, do research. But I was still working as after sales engineer, and I was not having enough time. I'll go home. I'll close from 9 a.m. to about 7 p.m. we'll close. Then I'll reach the house about 9 p.m. I will just go home, take my bath, maybe eat, rest for about 1 hour, take my laptop, start doing research, read, do practicals by myself, do practicals by myself. It wasn't easy, My friends in the best space were like, is this guy crazy or what? I would not even talk to anyone because it was so traumatizing. I would do things, I would not even understand things, It was so traumatizing. At times I'll be crying in my bed alone. It was extremely traumatizing, but I know what I was doing. There was a drive in me that was pushing me, keep going. I will keep going until, okay, after that, then I started learning about website development. There's a website called w3schools.com. Started learning about HTML, CSS, all those things. At first I was looking at website developers as people who are super people who are like they are not from this world. I was like, what is coding? So I started learning about all those things. In the same time, I'm working in the company. Same time, I'm trying to learn new skills. Same time, I'm trying to satisfy people. I was not having even time for myself. I was not even having enough time. So, all without being said and done, the next moment, I made a small project and I showed for about 1 year that I know, okay, maybe I've gathered enough skills, enough knowledge. I made a small project and showed to our CEO back then in my previous company, and we are a company. This is what we are losing. We are losing this and that, and we don't have a website. We don't have this. I told them, look, I can build a website. I can do graphic design for the company. I can work as a marketing person. They were like, okay, they don't have any money to give me for marketing or whatsoever. I said, no problem. I'll just do everything. I will still work as what you guys employ me for, I'll work as an after sales engineer, and also I'll work as a marketer. So I was handling 2 posts at a time, but being paid for 1 post, and the salary was like, if I tell you the salary, I think you think it's a lie. It was less than 2,000 dirhams, way less than 2,000 dirhams for 2 posts, 2 professional posts. But I was just there doing it because I was learning. I know where I was going. It wasn't easy. I know where I was going. So I worked there for like 4 years without even an increment. All what was increased in my salary was just 100 dirhams for 4 years. So I told him, okay, after these 4 years, this is what I've given to the company. This is what I've given to the company. At least I need this kind of salary now. This is what you can see. I have handled this post for 4 years. There was no person to even assist me. I begged for the CEO. Okay, at least I need someone. I need an assistant now. It's way too much for me. They was like, okay, no, we don't have any assistant for you. Blah blah blah. So I thought, okay, if that is the case, then I'm leaving. They're like, oh, you know how Dubai is. They were trying to like discourage me because they know what they were gaining behind my back. They were like, you know how Dubai is, and Dubai, have you gotten a job and this and that. So I took it by myself. I just told them, yes, I've gotten a job, of which I never had any job. So I left the company in 2021 without having a job. I stayed home for like 1 year 6 months without a job. In that 1 year 6 months, not that it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. For sure, it wasn't easy. With all the bills here in UAE, the bills back home, it wasn't. I was looking for a job. Jobs were coming. I was going for interviews. Jobs were coming. But there are some jobs I will convert to freelance. There were some jobs I will not even accept because of the policy, the company policy. Forget about the money. I don't look at the money first. I look at my job environment. So there are some jobs I will convert with as freelance. There are some jobs I will just say, okay, I will not take this one because of the company policy. Maybe when they want to give me a resident visa, you guys should just hold on for like 3 months before you give me my resident visa. In that 3 months, I will like observing their policy, maybe their pay policy, the way they treat their employees, all those things. Maybe at times after 3 months, I'll just tell them, no, I will not come again because of some negative things I've seen in the company. But I never wanted to go and to remain somewhere that I will still regret again. I wanted somewhere that I can grow, and somewhere that I can work with a relaxed mind, somewhere that I can work with in a professional. I needed a professional environment, not somewhere I will work as if I'm at gunpoint. No. So yeah, I stayed home for a year, 6 months, and got so kind. I'm working now under a company, and I'm working also as a digital marketing specialist under a company. I'm handling the digital marketing department. So in this company, I can say God bless me. Yes, I'm a bit fine now, and and I'm trying to take my career to the next level. In that 1 year 6 months that I was home, it wasn't easy. I can tell you, it wasn't easy. There are some months. There's something we call Samolina. Yeah, there's something we call Samolina. I can remember in 1st January 31st January 2021 going to 1st January 2022, I was not having food, no food at home to eat. And back home they were, at least you have to send money back home for them to enjoy the new year and stuff, and the breadwinner of the family. So I was just having 300 dirhams, so I had to send to them to like enjoy the new year. So there was something we called Samolina, so I had to like put Samolina, like there's something called in Africa gari, to put Samolina and sugar to eat, to drink like gari. So it wasn't easy, see. And it was hell. I went through a lot. My friends were like, you are not working, what is really wrong? You're not working, jobs are coming, blah blah blah. Why can't you just go home and rest? It's not easy to go to Africa when you don't have job in a diaspora. You go to Africa that you want to rest, then you come back. It's the probability is so small to come back. You can just go there and remain because you don't even have the means to come back. So I was just like, you know what? As long as God is taking me from one step to another, from one day to another, As long as I can pay my house rent, as long as I can do my visa change, I am going to stay here. I don't know how I was even getting the money. There will be a time that my house rent was like 1,500 dirhams. I was not working, but I was paying a house rent for 1,500 dirhams. There are moments that I will not even have. It will be the first of the next month. I'll not even have a dirham to pay my house rent. The landlord, here in Dubai, they don't even allow you to stay for a day without even paying your house rent. And the landlord will come out, tell you, look, I don't have money, maybe tomorrow. By the time you know it, maybe someone will just call me. I need a website or whatsoever. Then I'll just go build a website and give my money, then I'll come and pay the house rent. It was just like a blessing. I don't know if, because it's not even like, because I have this mentality in me that whatever thing that is on me, or whatever situation that I face, I'll overcome by myself. That's just the way I am. I don't ask for favor, because I know favor comes for those who work for it, not those who ask for it. If you work, favor will come for you. I don't ask, please help me, house rent. I don't have, no. I just sit. I know. I just believe something will happen, though it wasn't easy. But I just see something will just happen. I'll just pay my house, or when it's time for visa change, I'll just sit. Something will just happen. I'll just get the money to do my visa change. So it wasn't easy. Then I was still back home. I was still assisting my siblings, assisting my mom. It wasn't easy. I can tell you the truth. It wasn't easy. A man cannot go from one stage to another without facing this kind of storm. If I give up now, means I'm giving up not on myself, I'm giving up on my generations to come, on people who are depending on me. I cannot give up. Dubai is a city of greater opportunity. I have been listening to stories, people who like testimonies. I have been listening to TDJs, to a lot of great people. Why can't I adopt what they are saying? Why should I give up because I'm facing this 1 year, 6 months storm? No, I cannot give up. As long as I can feed myself, as long as I can sleep hungry, and I see the next day, tomorrow is promising. So that's how I keep going. There's a whole lot to talk about, and if I want to talk about it here, it's going to be not only a movie, but it's going to be a TV series. So I can say I am one of those blessed ones who have been favored by God so far, and I keep pushing, and I see UAE as a land that is so promising for those who are willing to learn, for those who are willing to go through the hard times, for those who are willing to take their career to the next level, for those who are willing to be what they want to be, for those who are willing to listen to their subconscious mind, not those who are willing to listen to their environment or to listen to what people are saying, to listen to negative things. But if you can listen to your subconscious mind, you can make it here in UAE. Whatever your subconscious mind is telling you, not those who, because a lot of us that come to UAE, we think that, okay, when we come today, tomorrow we start making it. No, every one of us has his or her own grace. There are people who come here in UAE, not only UAE, anywhere. You can go anywhere in the world. There are people who when they go, the next moment they just have something, they explode, they start doing things. But there are people who needs to go through hard times before they make it. So UAE is not exempted. UAE is like USA. UAE is like heaven. UAE is like Cameroon. UAE is like Ghana. UAE is like Nigeria. So it depends on you, on how you want to make it. If you want to make it rough, it's going to be rough on you. You have to go through this stage to be what you want to be. So yeah, there are times it makes you, there are times it leaves you no option than to go back home. Same as USA, same as UK, same as Canada, same as everywhere, anywhere on earth. Yes, the UAE job market, I can say yes, it's no doubt that yes, us Africans, there is there's what we call, I can say, we are being looked as if we are the least, but we don't have to put that in our mind that we are the least. The job market in UAE, yes, now is very tough. There are still jobs in UAE, and if we keep searching, and believing, it's all about believing. As long as they can call you for an interview, you can have a job here in UAE. Before an employer picks up your CV to call you, it is written on your CV, your name is there, your gender is there, your country is there. He or she knows that you are from Africa. So before they can call you, you know you can have a job. So it only depends on you, how you want to back up yourself, what you've written on your CV. There are a whole lot of us, like us Africans, when they call us for interview, you go, they'll ask you something on your CV, you just be dumb, because we don't study our CV. We don't know what is even written on our CV. So there are times, if someone is calling you for a job interview, it is not because you've written so many things on your CV. They can just pick one line on your CV, one topic, one point on your CV. That is why they are calling you for. So that's why you have to study your CV. The job market in UAE, you have to know UAE is an entrepreneurial town. It's not like the SMEs companies here in UAE is about 90%. That means small and medium-sized enterprise here in UAE. They are about 90% more than the well-established enterprise like Google or iPhone or Apple and all these other big companies. So they already need someone who already know their profession, who already know what they are doing. Most of the companies don't need people who wants to come and learn. Yeah, so that is why there are a lot of times, if they call you for interviews, okay, give me the chance and maybe I'm a fast learner. They don't have that time to give you to learn. That time is not there. They cannot invest money on you while you are learning. They are not established like iPhones, like Apple or Samsung or whatsoever. For those who wants to learn, then you go for an internship program. You can learn. Apply for an internship program from any company, or in any company. They can, if they like you, they can call you. So it is very good to study before you even go for an interview. To always go to YouTube to learn something concerning your field, the field that you're applying for. And it is not always good. Like us Africans, we have this tendency of having millions of CVs. We want to hear about waiter, we have a CV for waiter. You want to hear about waitress, we have a CV for waitress. Cleaner, come on. It is not good. At least have one or two things that you can focus on. You know, these things are aligned with your career path. Forget about anything. People will say an African cannot have a corporate job in UAE. There are so many Africans. I am an African. I am from Cameroon. I have a corporate job. African cannot be an engineer in UAE. We limit ourselves a lot. There's a lot of job in UAE, but without being said and done, I cannot advise someone to come to UAE, and I cannot advise someone not to come to UAE. Your destiny can be in UAE. Your destiny cannot be in UAE. And if you make it in UAE, it doesn't mean that you should advise a lot of people to come to UAE because your destiny is here. And if you don't make it in UAE, it doesn't mean you should discourage others not to come to UAE. The same way I can make it here in UAE, the same way I can work here in UAE, the same way others can work here in UAE. The same way I cannot work here in UAE, the same way others cannot work here in UAE. It only depends on your self-drive, your self-determination, your self-desire. Talking about professional courses here in UAE, you know, a lot of us think, okay, if we are working, you just go, maybe, for example, if you are working like a barrister and you want to switch to something like a nurse or something like a human resource manager or human resource executive here in UAE, you just go and do maybe a 2 or 6 months course, then they give you a certificate and you go to the next employer, you get a job. No, I don't recommend that. And if you want to have to switch your job here in UAE, yes, it is. There are some job descriptions. There are some jobs that needs a certificate. And also, while taking the certificate, it doesn't mean that after the certificate you should stop learning. That's the mistake a lot of us make here in UAE, that after the certificate we just stop learning. After your certificate, you have to keep learning. You have to keep you have to keep yourself active. You have to keep searching for knowledge concerning that course, because you know they will just teach you the basics, then give you the certificate. And so after the certificate, you have to go familiarize yourself with professionals in that milieu, in that field. You have to get yourself acquainted. You have to follow a lot of I can say a lot of experts that are in that field. That you have to learn. You have to self-learn. You have to read. You have to read. You have to read. Always make yourself active. You are always try to learn something. Always try to teach yourself something. Always try to, I can say, get a LinkedIn page, open a profile. Always try to like post something concerning that field of study on LinkedIn. That is where you are going to meet the profession. That's where you are going to meet professionals. That's where professionals are going to see you, not on Facebook, not on Twitter, not on TikTok, not on Instagram. If you are someone who is professionally driven, who is career driven, focus on LinkedIn. Always talk about your field of study on LinkedIn. Always try to create articles to post on LinkedIn. That is where you are going to have, that's where people are going to view your profile, and maybe they are going to contact you. And even if someone is calling you for an interview, the next place they are going to search for you is your LinkedIn profile. Always try to like build a strong LinkedIn profile. Your LinkedIn profile is still your CV. Don't just keep a dumb LinkedIn. You just open a LinkedIn and just keep it there. No, you have to keep posting things. You have to follow people, share things that concern your field, share ideas that concern your field, share trends that concern your field. You know, it's very easy. If you do like that, then you start applying for job. You will see your exposure will become so exposed to people, to professionals, and that's how maybe you might have a job so easily. It's not guaranteed that you have a job so easy, but at least that gives you a grounds that you are a professional, because you know what you are doing. And now I want to thank Dr. Habibi for this opportunity that he has given me to express myself, or to expose myself there to you guys. Again, I'm Gaston Nagbo. I'm a digital marketing specialist here in UAE, and he's my best friend. We've worked together, and he's a great guy. He's a professional. So we've gone through some hard times together, and we've worked in some crazy companies together, but we are still here trying to make it. And yeah, that's all I have to say. And I will say thank you for listening. And you know, pardon me, today is my first day in front of the camera. You can see I'm a bit nervous. I'm a bit shaky. My pitch is not that good, and I know maybe my pronunciations are kind of tricky and so no. But you know, I'm from Africa. You know, we have different tongues and different accents and stuff like that. So thank you very much.